Alright, today's video, a review of my Syma S026G Chinook indoor helicopter. It's infrared, not radio frequency, so you could fly it outdoors, but if it's a little windy, the wind will blow it away, and if sunlight hits the remote, this thing will spaz out. So if it's nighttime and a perfectly calm day, you could fly it outside if you want. Out of all my indoor helicopters, I'm most impressed by this one. Syma, nice detail. This is a Chinook. Look at the detail on this thing. Here's my other military style helicopter, and it looks really cheap. Apache, but if you look at the Syma, look at the details on this thing. It even says cargo transport there. Windows painted, everything. Very, very nice. And it has so much calibration options. I always talk about this in my helicopter videos. So I like the trim. This has a very similar remote to the Ignite. In fact, I wonder if these guys are all in the same, they're all partners and they just have different brand names. I mean, the remotes look freaking the same, so they're probably all in the same company. They just make different brands, kind of like GM, how they have Cadillac and Buick and Chevy. It's all the same. Maybe that's what it's like with these helicopters. But I like the level of calibration on this. You got to calibrate it every time though, which I don't like, but some days it's more calibration than others. So same thing, I like to always talk about this. If your helicopter is spinning in this direction, always try to hover it. When you first fly, hover it pointing at you. So if it's spinning in this direction, just simply move this knob slowly in the direction it's spinning. If it's spinning in this direction, move the knob this way to try to stop it. And then once it's steady, you got it stable. That's the trim. This has a back and forward toggle switch. So let's say you're hovering. If it's drifting backwards, tap forward. If it's drifting forward, tap this backwards button until you're hovering nice and steady. When I first tried it out, it was drifting backwards, and I just thought that was how it was. But no, it has levels of calibration on it, which is very, very cool. This is very stable. This is my most unstable helicopter. It likes to drift forward, and it's very fast. This one's not really fast, but it's fun to fly. My other indoor helicopter, grabbing it right now, is my Sky Rover. This one has a nice steady hover to it, very slow. And it's just like this one. I'd say this one's the best for beginners. This one, as soon as you calibrate it, though, very easy to fly. It didn't come with any extra blades or anything. It did come with this USB charging port. I wrote Syma on it because Sky Rover has the same looking USB cord, but when this one's fully charged, the light turns on. When the Sky Rover is fully charged, the light turns off. So I didn't want to, risk burning out any motors or anything. So I just wrote that down. You could also charge it off the remote. I don't like that option. It eats up the battery. So I do like the USB option. This one doesn't have that. You have to charge off the remote every time. So yeah, this one is very impressive. Like I said, the most impressive of the three indoor ones I have. I had to buy this online. I can't find this one in the stores. It was like $30 shipped. The Sky Rover was $20. The Ignite was $25. This was the most expensive of the three, but like I said, it's the most impressive one. Really unique design. All these blades, see this one and the Sky Rover, same principle. This tilts it so it'll go forward, or it tilts it backwards so it'll go backwards. This is just all these blades here, and it's unique because look at the wingspan. It's a lot smaller. So, if you want to learn to fly in the hallways, this has less width. So very cool. Very, very unique design. I'll show you guys how easy it is to fly this thing right now. I'm no pro, just a 6-week veteran. But this one's really easy to fly once it's dialed in. So here we go. Okay, as with all remote control helicopters, always turn on the helicopter first. and then the control next. So here we go, turning the control on, pairing it up with the helicopter. It's ready to roll. See the disco lights? I don't like that. On a military helicopter, why does it have disco lights? Alright, let's see how calibrated this thing is. But if I have to calibrate it, I'll do that real quick in less than a minute. Okay, so let's try to get it towards us. So it's rotating it's rotating clockwise a little bit, so I'll correct that right now with the trim knob here. So here we go. Get it in frame. Yeah, it's not back heavy or front heavy. Nice steady hover. There it is. So nice and steady. Don't like the disco light. Now this one's pretty slow. Let's go ahead and drive it to the end of the wall there. See, still now coming back around, coming towards us. It's a little faster than the Sky Rover. There it is. Nice getting in frame there. Very cool. Very cool helicopter. Very nice. Nice detail. There you go. Nice hover. Right there. Got a nice steady. Nice steady in frame there. There it is. A little back heavy right now. So I tap the forward button. Tap it one more time. There. Now it's a nice steady hover. Right there. Perfect. Trying to keep half throttle so I could keep this like halfway in the room. Halfway up the room. Okay, let's try to land it. Land it on the chair. That's a skill I haven't mastered yet, but you want to master that if you're going to fly a helicopter. I cheated a little. I dropped it. That's a little cheating. But with these helicopters, it's science. The lower you get to the ground, they're going to want to spin around and it's unstable. But that's what you want to learn. Let's take off here. I take off the same way, full throttle, hold forward. There you go. And then I let off the throttle, go back to halfway once I take off. Let's try to get in frame. It's fun getting it. It's fun just, that's the first thing you want to learn is take off, then just a nice steady hover. There it is. Rotate it a little bit. Great control. There it is. Very nice. There, that's a good shot right there. Okay, it's drifting towards us because I'm over the counter and it's creating turbulence. So let's go fly around the room again. Back up. See how responsive this thing? Okay, now let's go straight towards the door here. Yeah, it's not very fast. Faster than the Sky Rover. But as the battery drains, it's getting slower. It was faster like 2 minutes ago. 5 to 7 minutes of fly time. Here it is, coming towards us. Yeah, very slow now. We're about halfway into the flight at 3 minutes, so battery's probably halfway dead on this thing. Let's go back around, see? Easy control. These things are, hate to sound like such a geek, a science geek, but these are amazing to me. That you get this much toy for this little money. This is, my friends and family are getting helicopters this year. That's what my friends are getting for this Christmas. Nice hover right there. And the disco light's super corny. I don't like that. Should have been like a solid LED or a searchlight. There you go. Nicely in frame. See, it's rotating a little right now. So this thing does need constant calibration, but it's easy. See, now it's going clockwise again. So there you go. That's pretty steady right there. Yeah, it just needs constant calibration. So in order, it's Sky Rover, then the Syma, then the Ignite, in order of like ease the fly. But you know, once you're getting better at helicopters, this is really easy just because, you know, you're just learning and, you know, this is really steady. Once you have it nicely calibrated, go for the landing again here. Like I said, less of a wingspan than the other helicopters. Slightly dropped it, but that was a decent landing right there. Okay, here we go. Take off. We're at 4 minutes. Probably a minute left of fly time here. Now it's flying off. It's taking off less aggressively now as the battery's dying down. This thing's great. God, I don't know what my favorite is. They all have their strengths. I just like the detail of this. I like the uniqueness of this one. But I do like how fast the Falcon Flyer is. I like how easy and how the calibration is kept on the Aldi at all times. The Sky Rover, you don't really need it's always calibrated. This thing like needs constant calibration. Alright, it's running out of battery. I got to give it more throttle to keep it flying. It's at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It's understandable. Here you go. Let's go for a landing on the counter right next to the camera. There it is. Got it. So does it have one more takeoff in it? I'm at 5 minutes and I'm at 6 minutes right now. One more takeoff. There you go. Alright everyone, that's the, it's dead, it's dying. It wants to go down now, let's land it one more time. Just barely missed it. And I say this in my other helicopter videos, as soon as you crash, let go of the throttle. There's like little plastic gears in there, you don't want to strip it. You don't want your rotors banging into the wall or the floor, so let off the throttle right away. There you go, there's a Syma S026G Chinook. It doesn't say Chinook anywhere on it, but it's a Chinook. Alright. Very cool. Yeah, I can't name my favorite, but I do like the uniqueness of this chopper. Alright everyone, kick ass, be safe, and take it easy.